Hey guys! Today, I'm going to be ranking every single exotic pulse rifle in Destiny 2 for PvE. Mind you, these are only my rankings and my opinions. If you disagree with them, I would love to hear your alternative viewpoints down in the comments below. The worst pulse rifle, at least for PvE in Destiny 2, is GRAVITON Lance. This weapon is, unique. GRAVITON Lance is basically, if you want the worst of a scout rifle and a pulse rifle. Its exotic perks are Black Hole and Cosmology. Black Hole makes the second shot of the burst do high damage and high recoil without any damage fall off, while Cosmology makes kills with GRAVITON Lance cause enemies to detonate and spawn void projectiles that track targets. GRAVITON Lance does almost no damage. It legitimately surprised me how bad this gun's DPS is. It felt like I was using a really weak scout rifle, like 30 power levels below the activity I was doing. As the first shot, the very weak shot, does about 1/6 the damage of the second, making it feel incredibly useless. No damage fall off on the second shot is nice, but it doesn't really help a gun that feels like a pea shooter. Don't use this, please. Just don't. It's so bad. There are so many better options. Most legendary pulse rifles are better than this. Just don't use GRAVITON Lance. The insanely low damage of GRAVITON Lance means it's going straight into F tier. Next up, we've got Vigilance Wing, with the exotic perks Harsh Truths and Last Stand. Harsh Truths makes the gun fire a 5-round burst, and makes it so when an ally dies near the user gains increased health regeneration and movement speed. Last Stands improves the weapon's performance and the wielder's recovery when the wielder is the last living member of a fire team. Vigilance Wing doesn't do great damage, but its perks are decent. Harsh Truths can be fun, but it's too situational for normal use. Last Stand is good too, but again, very situational. This gun is a beast in PvP due to its low time to kill, but for PvE, don't even bother. Because of its lackluster abilities and very situational abilities, I have to put Vigilance Wing in the D tier. It's way better for PvP. And I will make a pulse rifle PvP video, but for this use case, don't even bother. After that, we've got the first pulse rifle that I would actually consider using in PvE, Bad Juju. It's got the exotic perk String of Curses, which makes kills refill the magazine, as well as increasing weapon damage and super energy based on the strength of String of Curses. String of Curses stacks up to 5 times. It's a good perk, and it makes it a very solid, if a little boring weapon. The gun doesn't melt majors, it doesn't hit very hard, but it can let the user kill tens of enemies without having to reload. It's a solid workhorse. The gun's biggest issue is its very low impact. Even at 5 times String of Curses, it doesn't really do that much to champions or anything like that, so this kind of gun is just for getting through red bars and nothing much more. But it's actually a very solid primary weapon, and personally, I think it deserves a spot solidly in the B tier. Our runner-up pulse rifle is the Stranger Zone, No Time to Explain. It's got the exotic perks Rewind Again and Time Slip. Rewind Again makes precision shots or shots against targets slowed or frozen by stasis be returned to the magazine, as well as adding a stack of Rewind Again. Time Slip makes 10 stacks of Rewind Again and create a time portal next to the wielder that periodically shoots at nearby enemies. No Time to Explain is a weapon that heavily rewards precision. You can deal solid damage to most targets, and the portal is a nice bonus. The fact that you never have to reload if you hit all precision shots makes this weapon especially good for strike bosses, as they typically have gargantuan crit spots. This weapon is a terrific workhorse. If you just want something good and not all too special, then this might just be for you. As such, I think that this is a solid A tier weapon, as it has many of the qualities of Bad Juju in the just general ad clear, good at, killing most things department, but with far better boss DPS. As you may have expected, the best pulse rifle for PvE is Outbreak Perfected. This pulse has the exotic perks The Corruption Spreads and Parasitism. The Corruption Spreads make the weapon generate Siva nanite swarms on precision hits and precision kills, while Parasitism makes Outbreak deal more damage to enemies based on the number of Siva nanites that enemy has on it. This pulse absolutely melts majors and bosses. A full fire team running Outbreak can make this weapon even more effective in a similar way to Rat King, where normally it's good, but it becomes far better with a full fire team using it. In fact, it's superior to Rat King in many ways, because with Rat King, you have to be standing next to allies to get the buff, while with Outbreak, you only have to be shooting the same enemy. So for example, for a strike boss, it makes it very, very, very effective. It sucks that 0 hour was taken out. It was one of my favorite missions in the game, it was a ton of fun, and it was a good way to get this gun. But it's still a almost necessary part of your arsenal. You should grab it immediately if you have Forsaken. The gun also is actually very good for ad clear, because when you kill an enemy, the Siva nanites, if you kill them with precision, explode almost like a swarm grenade, and they track nearby ads, so you can clear tons of thralls or just general red bars with it, no problem. Overall, Outbreak is terrific, and you really do need to get it if you don't have it already. If you have it, start using it if you aren't. This weapon is solidly in the S tier. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a comment down below telling me what I could improve on. Again, thank you so much for watching.